Good morning, everyone. Today is Sunday, March 9th, and today is Group D guesstimate day. Yes, Group D. Although not as exciting, as past Group D guesstimates, but nonetheless, it's still Group D. So we're still pumped about it, right? Misty's paying. Let's go, baby. All right, anyway, so what's the schedule for this week? March 12th is declaration date, which will be the Wednesday. That's when they'll announce the distribution, what they're going to pay. They'll do that typically early on, around 6 a.m.-ish or whatever. Then you'll have that entire day to buy into, any of the funds from Group D or the weekly pairs. And then you have to hold until the next day, 3/13, which is ex-dividend date. So if you hold until that date, then you'll qualify for the distribution, which gets paid on the following day, 3/14. So as you can see here, you can go to the page and it'll give you the schedule, declaration date, X date, and payment date. So, and if you're curious of what's in what group, that's all here too. I know they have a lot of weekly pairs, and they got all these freaking groups, and it's a lot to manage. It's a lot to handle. But it is broken down here. Obviously, you can see Group D, has a lot of, big ones. MSTY, AMZY, SMCY, big hitters there. So anyway, so let's get to the guesstimate file and have some fun. All right, but before we do that, I didn't get to announce what Group C paid. So I'd like to do that real quick. Group C led by Nefly and Coney. So Nefly, they announced 40 cents, 32% yield. That's pretty weak sauce, but it's okay, I guess. Coney, 59 cents, 81% yield. MSFO, 28 cents, 22% yield. Yeah, I know I'm late to the game, but I'm just, catching up here. I didn't get to make an announcement video. AMDY, 25 cents, 41% yield. PP, 37 cents, 35% yield. ABNY, 48 cents, 45% yield. Sivny or Kavny or crap, 391. I mean, what? They coming out with a bang. Maybe because, I don't know, maybe they want people to buy into the fund, but I ain't buying into this crap. Except through YMAX, of course, but YMAX does not own it yet, thank God. And anyway, that's 143% yield. And then we got Fiat, 68 cents, pretty solid, 112% yield. The inverse funds are actually doing somewhat decent because the market is dumping. House money percentages, we could take a look at that. Nefly is now at 67%. Again, what's house money? If you're new to the channel, basically, I take the distribution. I have the total distribution column, which is right here, and I add all of them up from inception. I've been tracking this, yes, from inception. And, Nefly, for example, paid $13.30. Coney paid $27.52, right? And then I compare that to the launch price of the fund. And if it paid more than the launch price, then they're at 100% or more in house money. If not, obviously, it'll be whatever percentage it is of the current, the original launch price. So that all that means is if you purchased any of these funds at inceptions and you held it, you got cash, baby. You got cash up to, like Coney, for example, if you bought when they launched, oh my God, you're at house money. You've been at house money. You're 36% above house money. So although, Coney's taking a dumpster right now. Everything's taking a dump. Big dump. But, if you owned it from inception, they paid you back your original investment and then some. So anyway, MSFO is at 44%. AMDY, 68%. That's pretty good. AMDY is, to me, been crappy, but 68% is not bad. PP, 56%. ABNY, 22%. Kevdy, 88%, and Fiat 43%. Wow. Wowza. So some interesting stuff. I did not announce Ulty because now they're down below because they're in the weeklies. Ulty's a freaking weekly fund. But they announced 46 cents on their payment, which is you know, and then obviously the other weeklies did announce. I'm not going to go through them because who cares? It's freaking weekly. I'm actually not happy that Ulty's weekly. It's very annoying. Annoying meaning I keep my weeklies in a different account. I know that's stupid to, you know, but I don't think they should do weekly anyway because they sell weekly options. You know, keep the daily trades to, you know, to weekly pay and not, I don't know. Ulty's got other, I don't know, whatever. I think it was unnecessary. Anyway, let's get to Group D and let's see what they're going to pay. Let's see if we get the proper zoomage here. All right, so if we go to gains per share, just so you guys know, I mean, you can't even use it, right? Everything is in the negative except YQQQ. YQQQ actually went up $1.12. So maybe we could look at that. But these others, they're all in the negative. They moved down in price, so they're not doing well. The market is not doing well. So I can't use that to justify any type of payment. Unfortunately, I have to default to the implied volatility, which looks to be right now not behaving actually. So yeah, what the hell's going on? So if we go like this and then we refresh, let's see what happens. Why am I in the options file? All right, let's go here. Yeah, not updating. Hey, whatever. Let's move on. So, again, I want to zoom out. I want to get the last payment in there too. Okay, so let's start with APLY. So APLY, again, everything took a dump. APLY's implied volatility is not updated, but we're going to give them a 32-cent guesstimate payment, which is a decrease from the last payment of 36 cents, and that's a 25% yield. Up next is AMZY. AMZY, we're going to give them 45 cents. That's a decrease from their last payment. Their last payment was 54 cents. So if they do pay 45 cents, that would be a 34% yield. Up next is DISO. We're going to give them 31 cents, which is, yeah, that's crap, because their last payment was 45 cents. So this would be a big decrease. That's a guesstimate yield of 26%. And by the way, their IV is 27%. So you can see I'm kind of keeping it in line with that. Up next is, you know it, SMCY. Yep, SMCY. Their last payment was 58 cents. Again, I think they're going to decrease too, 51 cents. That would be a 54% yield. Keep in mind, although the price overall is going down, they probably won most of their trades. So these payments could be a little higher technically if they did really well on the weekly trades. However, if the synthetic's bringing them down even more, obviously they're losing money there, which they may not factor into the payment. So I could be lowballing a lot of these. AIYY, their last payment was 37 cents. So yeah, another decrease. 30-cent payment is my guesstimate. That would be a 73% yield. And then we got MSTY, all right? Everyone's here for freaking MSTY. Their last payment was 202. Now, let's go to the file and see. Actually, you know what? The file doesn't really do anything, but we have to go to it, right? So how much did they make this time around? I mean, they're nothing. I mean, synthetic income, what is going on? We're getting like all kinds of issues. You see that just disappear? So obviously things are happening on the Google Sheets, and it doesn't behave sometimes. But yeah, you make it work. But either way, you can see the weekly income, 5 mil. That comes to like nothing. All right. So Rodimator's broken. Everything's broken. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the IV to justify what they're gonna pay. The last IV we saw, let's see if it's on here, if it's broken there too. Yeah, it's broken everywhere. The last one was around like 98% or so. So we're going to go with that. Oh yeah, let's take a look if there's any carry forward. I'm pretty sure there is not. Yeah, they have overall had more. Look at all the debit carry forward. It's not been a good, cycle. It's not been good. The last 5 cycles, 4-week cycles, The last 4-week cycles have not been good. You know, there was 1 month they had to carry it forward of 60 mil. And after that, man, it's just been nothing but, you know, them overpaying. And I don't think, you know, I'm not sure last year they had any return of capital, but this will be the year that they may, unless Bitcoin decides to say, okay, let's go to the moon, baby. But, you know, it's been a rough outing. All right, so let's go back to the file. That probably doesn't work anyway. And let's look at MSTY. So MSTY, I'm going to give them $1.60. Ooh, we got the implied volatility here. The implied volatility does show 98%. So, again, that's pretty damn sweet. But, yeah, $1.60 would be a 95% yield. That's still respectable. But it could be their lowest payment. I'm not sure what their lowest payment is, but you could just look at the last few payments, though. 202, 227, 308, 442. So we're trending down, and it sucks. It really does. It sucks. But, you know, you got to keep in mind, as sucky as it is, look at MSTY's price, right? Let's go to the last close price. It's at 21.77, all right? They're still above their freaking launch price. As bad as things have been, they're still at their launch price. And look at how much they paid from inception, 31.81. So does MSTY suck? No, it does not suck. MSTY is actually awesome, even in this shitty market. So I'm going to give them $1.60, which is a 95% yield. Now, SMCY, we can argue otherwise, but, you know, they're coming around, and hopefully they turn around and get some upside here, some recovery. But overall, they're going to be a decrease as well. Of course they are. Their last payment was $209. This payment I'm going to give them is $1.85. That's a 99% yield. Again, that might be high, but I'm assuming they're winning weeklies, right? All of these suckers are winning weeklies. So 99% would be the guesstimate yield, which would be $1.85 payment, which is a decrease from their last payment of $209. Their implied volatility, by the way, is 100%. All right, last but not least, we have the inverse of the Qs. So if you're shorting the Qs right now, you're actually doing decent. We saw, right, they're actually going up. So as much as I make fun of these funds, this is the time where you need them. So since I don't own any of them, there's nothing helping me on this downside, right? So if you own YQQQ and the market's tanking, your portfolio is actually going up, right? They went up. They went up $1.12 per share. So that's pretty good considering. Look at the last payment, 24 cents. So, I mean, I'm going to go on the limb. I'll say, yeah, definitely going to have an increase. So I decided to give them a 45-cent guesstimate. That would be a 33.3% yield. What are they going to pay on any of these? I mean, who the hell knows? But those are the Group D. These are the ones that pay every 4 weeks. Now, if you scroll down, I do cover the weeklies. Although, yes, they're annoying. They are very annoying because they pay every week. And it's just like, do we even care? I mean, we do, but it's like the payments are going to get smaller and smaller if these funds keep dropping. Now, YMAX, let's take a look at YMAX. So YMAX is paying based off Group C's payment. So if you go to Group C's payment, you could see they're going to pay, supposedly pay 10 cents for YMAX and 4 cents this is based on my calculation, and 4 cents for YMAG. So that's horrible, right? This is the MSFO one. Usually MSFO one pays around 6 cents. This time it's a little less because MSFO paid a lower dividend. Everything's down. Like YMAX price. What's YMAX price at? I haven't checked that in a while. Is that not updated here either? Everything's taken current. Okay, 15.97 for. That's actually not terrible. But yeah, so it's down. Everything's down. So I'm going to give YMAX a guesstimate of 10 cents. That is a guesstimate yield of 37%, a little less than the norm. And then YMAG guesstimate is going to be 4 cents, which is, we know, this is the site. Every 4 weeks we have this. So usually, like I said, it's 6 cents. But hey, man, it is what it is. 4 cents is a 12.97% annualized yield. Sucker. Now, LFGY, I'm pretty sure the tab is broken. Oh, no, it's working. Okay, it wasn't working this morning. So basically with LFGY, in case you don't even know what LFGY is, you know, it's let's F and go, right? Let's F and go yield, I guess. There are, what are they holding? A bunch of crypto, anything crypto related. So we have all those here. Applied Digital, BitDeer, Cypher, CleanSpark, Coinbase, Core Scientific, GameStop. I mean, I don't want that crap in there. Are they own crypto? Not that I know of. I mean, I don't, that's surprising actually. iBit, I like that one. That's good. Safe. Mara, they've been doing crappy, but MicroStrategy, shocker, of course that's in there. Oprah's still in there, just hanging out. XYZ, then we got this Cash. Well, Cash shouldn't even be there. I mean, because Cash is not the ticker. Cash is cash. Cash is actual cash. So we can get rid of this this here, and then we'll see what distribution comes to. So the implied volatility, the average implied volatility, if we go all the way down, it shows to be 89.41%. So if we make the payment based on that, you take the price of LFGY, you multiply it by the it updated, okay, 87% IV, and you divide by 52 payments a year. That's 67 cents. No, it seems way too high. Yeah, because their last payment, by the way, was 46 cents. Their last two payments, 53 cents and 46 cents. Okay, so this one, I have the 67 cents. I take that and I multiply it by 75% to lower it, of course, because I think my last guesstimate was super high, super inflated. So that would be 50 cents. 50 cents would be a 65% yield. I'm okay with that. I'll leave it at that. So that's for LFGY. GPTY, again, we're going to do more of the same. We're just going to take the implied volatility, 48%, and then, to get the 39 cents. Then we go back to this here. You take the 39 cents or whatever. This one I did by 80%, which comes to 31 cents. Their last payment was 30 cents, so that's kind of in line. So again, 31 cents would be a 38% yield. SDTY, I mean, these ones, I have no freaking idea. But SDTY, I had 18 cents. QDTY's, whatever, it's not updating. But they paid 15 cents last time around, so obviously it's going to be around there. RDTY, they just launched. They're not going to pay anything. And then we got freaking Ulty. Like I said, Ulty's weekly now, which some may be excited about that, but I am not. So yeah, I guess I got to talk about it weekly. I don't know why nothing. Like I said, Google Sheets, it's awesome because it's free, but then sometimes it just doesn't update. But what is Ulty holding? Let's see anything surprising. SMCY, Suxel. Man, I don't want Suxel on my freaking Ulty. But anyway, for those, it's taking the average implied volatility on formulas that are working, and it's getting 77%, which comes to, in the end, a 10-cent guesstimate for the week. Does that even make sense? Let's see. The last time around, they paid 46 cents. So 46 cents, that's about 11 cents per week, right? If you take it to the weekly. So I took the guesstimate and I kind of multiplied it by 90%. So I'm going to go, I think I had 10 cents there before, actually. I think I'd rather a 10-cent payment. So I did 95%. Maybe I'll do 90. I mean, I did 90. I'm going to do 95. They're at least, what the hell? They're at least going to pay freaking 10 cents. No, Okay, backspace, 9.5. Give me that. There we go. All right, so if Ulty pays 10 cents, that's a 74% yield. Is that good? It's okay. Again, why is Ulty paying weekly? I don't freaking know. Oh, by the way, let's look at Ulty house money. House money for Ulty, 57%. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. All right, guys. So that's the guesstimate. So Usually, this is the point where I would go over recovery rate. But I'm going to skim through because I don't really want to, torture you guys anymore. I know your account's down. You don't need to, no salt to the wound here. But I just want to show you how the inverses are doing. So Crash, they recovered 380% of their prior distribution. They are up $1.45 per share since their last ex-dividend date. Good job. Murney, believe it or not, is actually up 11 cents. They have recovered 47% from their last distribution. GDX, I'm only covering the positive ones, by the way. GDXY is up too. Gold, 32 cents, 72% recovery rate. Surprising. Babo, 27 cents. That's a 14% recovery rate. Oh my God, Marrow's up 215. They're up 215. That's a 138% recovery rate. And then here's Dips, the inverse. We knew that would be up. It's up $1.76, 301% recovery rate. Good job. Good job. And then these Group C's, they just declared. But the positive ones are Coney, actually, up 12 cents. AMDY is up 8 cents. And PP's up 30 cents. So Coney has 11% recovery. AMDY, 20% recovery. And PP, 45% recovery. Not bad. Fiat is actually negative. I know it's only been a few days, but yeah, it's not a positive. And then we talked about YQQQ already for their recovery rate percentage, which is pretty good. Now I want to look at the 52-week low and 52-week high of the underlyings because it's got to be bad. So let's take a look. Oh man. Gonna get a sip of water. All right, so let's look. What do we want to cover? Yeah, let's put the there's the underlying name in the screen. How about that? Put the zoomage there. There you go. All right, let's start with Tesla. All right, so Tesla is. Oh no, we almost had the proper zoom. Damn. I almost had it perfect. There we go. All right. Tesla is 35% away from their 52-week low. Their 52-week low is at 138.80. They're currently at 262.67. They have big fluctuations though. So 35% away from their 52-week low. Is Tesla a deal at the moment? And again, by the way, the reason I'm talking about the underlying and if they're, how low they are is because, a good time to buy these ETFs is when the underlying that they trade on is near a low and it may recover. We don't know if it will recover, of course, but, you'd like to think if, it's near a low over the 52 weeks, you'd like to think if they're a solid stock, they recover, right? But some, maybe they'll just continue to have lower lows. We don't know. But anyway, Tesla's 35% away from their 52-week low. OARC is 49% away. They just made the cut, so I wouldn't consider that really a discount. Zomo, 23% away from their 52-week low. So, I'd like to think they're going to do better in due time with this new administration. Is that one worth looking at? I don't know. Crash. Yeah, we're not talking about that because that's obviously Tesla anyway. So let's move on to Group B. All right. So NVIDIA is 47% away from their 52-week low. And that's surprising because they've gone up. They've had a run up so high. So maybe it is time to look at NVIDIA or NVIDIA. Now, Moderna, of course, they're always near their 52-week low, even though we saw they had some type of recovery. They're 4.5% away from their 52-week low. If you want to touch that one, Mara is 21% away from their 52-week low. And then, so that's it for Group B. This is Group C. A lot of lows here. Coin is 35% away from their low. Microsoft is 14% away from their 52-week low. Well, that's one to keep an eye on. AMD is always near their low, unfortunately. Now they're 3% away from their 52-week low. Horrible. PayPal is 36% away from their 52-week low. Airbnb, 40% away from their 52-week low. Rough times, man, rough times. Look at Apple, by the way. Apple's near their high, 78%. Look at that. Wow. So that's pretty good. Apple's solid as hell. All right, but this is for Group D. Who's near the low? Block or Square or whatever the hell we call it. They're 11% away from their 52-week low. C3 is 14% away from their 52-week low. What happened to this AI crap, man? What's going on? MicroStrategy, they're even near their 52-week low. Man, they've been just taking a beating, 42% away from their 52-week low. And then we got SMCY, 19% away from their 52-week low. I mean, they've been battling, trying to come up from their lows. But, hey, man, it is what it is. So, again, it's just a rough time in the market. And it's getting, quite interesting to see what's going to happen in the future and how these funds will recover. Because I'm not, the downside when the market goes down, I'm not worried about these funds because these funds sell covered calls. So they'll win their trades on the way down. I'm worried about on the way up, the recovery. Because they could get capped and they could miss out on a lot of the upside. So that's my worry. But anyway, so I'll do another quick recap of the guesstimates and we'll call it a day, I think. What do you guys think? All right. So we'll start with APLY. APLY, I have a 32-cent guesstimate, which is a 25% yield. AMZY, 45 cents, 34% yield. DISO is 31 cents, 26% yield. Squeeze, 51 cents, 54% yield. AIYY is 30 cents, 73% yield. MSTY, $1.60. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's $1.60, under $2 by a lot. 95% yield. That's still pretty damn good though. SMCY, $1.85, 99% yield, yielding more than MSTY. Oh yeah. YQQQ, 45 cents, 33.3% yield. All right, let's go to these weekly suckers. YMAX, 10 cents, 37% yield. YMAG, 4 cents, 12% yield. L to the F to the G to the Y, 50 cents, 64% yield. GPTY, 31 cents, 38% yield. SDTY, not SDTY, SDTY, all right? So no STDs here, just SDTY, 18 cents, 19% yield. QDTY, not updating. So, whatever. They paid 15 cents last time. I'm gonna give it a little more. Let's just say 16 cents, 17 cents. That sound good? I don't know. RDTY, they just launched. They're not going to pay. Ulty, 10 cents, 76% yield. All right. That's a lot of information. All right. When are these coming out, by the way? When's Roku coming out? Roku, which is Roku version. Then we got Robin. I'll do the Robinhood one. Robinhood, man, look at their IV. 79%. Can we launch that one already? I want that. Because Robinhood, they're like a beast in the brokerage. Like, they just come out. They're always updating. They're always making changes for the better, it seems. But hopefully they launch that fund. Even the Roku one. That's a 57% yield. Roku's awesome. I love the Roku TVs. Again, as a company, I don't know how they do, but And then how is their underlying doing? Well, they're near highs. Who's near a low here? Dre. I don't know. Anyway, guys. So that's the update. That is the guesstimate. And keep in mind, guys, my guesstimate, it's just a guesstimate. It's for fun, all right? Don't make any decisions based on what I guessed, right? Although, with MSTY, I'm usually have the actual data for the trades. But this time they didn't make money, so it's really another guess. Like, all of these are freaking guesses. That's why it's a guesstimate, all right? So, like I said, don't make any decisions based on this video. This video, is for fun and entertainment. And as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. And like I said, just fun and entertainment. So hopefully you guys had fun. Hopefully you were entertained. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe come back next week, next Sunday morning, bright and early, and we'll have more fun. And you know why we'll have more fun? Because we won't lose a freaking hours of sleep. We lost an hour of sleep, daylight savings, yeah, whatever. It's so annoying. You know, it's of course better when we gain the hour. I won't bitch it as much then. But this morning I just completely forgot because I'm looking at the alarm clocks are showing one thing, the phone is showing another. I'm like, that sucked. And the baby got up at midnight anyway. So it's like, all right. So I lost an hour both ways, from the baby and from the daylight savings. So yeah, thank you very much. As if I, need to sacrifice even more sleep. So anyway, guys, I'm sure you guys don't want to hear me bitch the whole time. But what else do I want to tell you? If you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments below. Outside of that, I don't really have anything. I think I'm done. I think I'm just going to upload this and call it a day. Got to get my ass to the gym today. My, once a week, I join a gym to go once a week. I use my work gym too, but, that's 2 days. But, I go 3 days, and then I run every other day if possible. So that's basically my workout schedule, in case you guys cared. And then I do some things like at home workouts, but it's not the same, man. This is why people have dad bods, because they don't have freaking time. But you got to try to make time to work out. I work out. All right. So let's get to the end of the video. Oh, we're here. As always, like I said, you're at the end of the video. What do? We do keywords. So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to say the freaking keyword. What is the freaking keyword? I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, I know. I work out. That's the keyword. Yep, I'm going to say it annoying too. So if you made it this far in the video, if you're new to the channel, number one, we have a keyword. And you have to type it in the comments. That way we know you made it this far in the video, okay? All right? So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to type in the comments below, I work out. Even if you don't work out, you should work out. So you got to type, I work out. All right? And then if you can guess what song that's from, oh, that's a double whammy. So, yeah, that's it. I guess we'll call it a day. So thank you all for watching, and enjoy what's left of your weekend. Or it could be during the week at this point. Some of you watch it late, which I also appreciate, because I guess this is relevant until Wednesday, which is good. Yeah, like I said, thank you for watching, and have a great day. I work out.